901 Shelby Drive, look alive, look alive. Came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh well, them dogs.
Son, she cut that.
Her sisters were salty.
Oh, her sisters were.
Jada was me. I was Jada.
I'm actually really weak that the Bleacher Report did that.
But they do that on a regular.
They really do. But
I don't know who does their social media. They
need a raise. They need all the money.
Yes.
Hi, y'all, and welcome back to Down to the Wire with Courtney and Chanel. I'm Courtney.
I'm Chanel.
And we've got another great show for y'all today. So we're going to open it up with Villanova. They won last. They won Monday night.
Before we go into Villanova, because we know what's coming up this week, Courtney.
Oh stop! Chanel, stop! Oh,
you were like talking me outside, so I couldn't.
Wow!
Do it.
You got me a cake.
Yeah.
Y'all. When this episode drops, it will be my birthday.
It will be.
Wow, she got me a cake.
I have the 24 little candles. They were raggedy because they didn't. No one was there to write your name on it.
Wow,
but we're gonna leave that for the.
I appreciate you
for the festivities of the week.
Thanh you, Chanel. I appreciate you.
No problem.
Oh, okay. Well, that was really just warmed my heart. I'll tear up a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna let you gloat for a little bit. You had them winning from jump.
I had them winning. When you guys saw the first episode, you guys should have been like, "That's our girl right there." You guys should have went. You guys should have went with me. But no, you guys want a UNC.
I'm Xavier to pick UVA.
UVA. You guys just should have picked Villanova. And now what?
Second championship.
What's that sound like? That's the sound of victory.
Sound of victory.
What's that smell like? I think it smells like victory.
Wow, you're annoying. But you know what? I can't lie. It was a very lopsided game. They won 79 to 62.
Yes.
Honestly, it started off good. The first half, I was like, "Ooh, we got a game.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of close." Then, literally, time the second half started, it just was all downhill for Michigan from there.
And when I was watching it from the beginning, I was like, "Ooh," because like Mo Wagner, he was on fire. Like the first 6-7 minutes, I was like, "Are they gonna figure out an answer for this guy?" And then
Dante DiVincenzo.
At
halftime, he had 18 points. So we already knew that it was only going to go up from there.
Right.
He finished the game with 31 points. He was balling.
Yeah.
3-point shots. Did you see when he winked at the camera?
Yeah, he did. He was doing everything. That's what I was.
He had fun.
Exactly. He was passing. He was blocking. He was just making big plays, and he was like, that was the key for them winning. Like he had to do that because Jalen Brunson, he didn't have that great of a night. Like he only had about 9 points by the end of the entire game. He's player of the year. He's getting all these awards, and I mean sometimes that happens. You know, sometimes your leader can't. Yeah, he can't do that all the time.
Most outstanding player yesterday, so that was really good for him. Do you think that he was a difference maker in that game?
I do think he was a difference maker because the bench points. It was 31 bench points versus 7. And it was like, okay. And I think what Michigan did, their tactic was smart. Like I think they tried to take away Jalen Brunson, but they didn't think about what comes after that. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, we're taking away Jalen Brunson. That obviously means someone else is gonna show up. But I don't think they planned for someone else, which they should have, because DiVincenzo, he didn't come out of nowhere.
Right.
Like he's been this guy all season. Like Villanova always does. Whatever they lack, wherever they lack, they make up somewhere else. Yeah.
So this was their second championship in 3 years.
Yes.
What do you think this really means for college basketball, for men's college basketball? Because this whole tournament from start to finish, there were, of course, in any NCAA tournament, there's always going to be upsets. Mm-hmm. There's always going to be the Cinderella story, the Cinderella teams. You're always going to get that. But this year, I just felt like this year March Madness was a lot more mad than usual. Mm-hmm. I felt like no one was safe.
Right, no one. And I think what this does for college basketball, because I feel like now Villanova is in that like high, like that top tier of basketball, because
it's about to be expected.
Right, UNC, Duke, Kansas, Kentucky.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like they're always that top, like
and Villanova's up there now.
And I think so, because you have to look at what they've been doing. You know, for the past few years, especially now Jay Wright. Like I feel like him doing this and like Coach K is still around. Like that's huge. So now you have to think about like, all right, like what does that say about college basketball? So
where this game, where the men's NCAA championship lacked in like excitement, the women's NCAA tournament championship game completely made up for that. Yeah. We had Notre Dame versus Mississippi State. Honestly, from start to finish, it was close. The entire game was close.
Yeah. I thought Mississippi State had it, because it was at one point. It was at one point where it was like, oh, they're falling off. Yeah, they're falling off. Mississippi State is kind of taking the game away. And it's like when that happened, you have like fouls being committed. People are getting in foul trouble. Like I feel like March Madness as a whole, like I feel like men and women, like this is like the best. Like they have both been in like a really long time. Like it was exciting watching. Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really start watching the women's like that.
So. Like,
UConn.
I mean, I was Final Four. Right. Final Four was when I really started like paying attention. Right. Can we talk about UConn falling to Notre Dame at the very last second?
Yeah. But then it happened last year. The same exact thing. They lost last year to Mississippi State in the Final Four with a buzzer beater by Morgan Williams. Like, it's like, I don't know.
But this year, I think we have the buzzer beater champ.
She did it twice. She said, just in case you guys
missed it.
Thought it was lucky?
Right,
no,
right.
It's skill. She said, no, it's skill.
But honestly, just seeing her interaction with Kobe, like seeing all of that. Arike, like she
like with her, she has like a little like swagger to her. Like.
So is UConn still the team to beat in women's college basketball?
I think UConn's gonna always be the team to beat, because they're always gonna get the top recruit. Like they're always gonna win. They're always gonna lose only maybe like 2 or 3 games in the regular season, but the like postseason, that's when it really comes into play. And I think like in order to like beat them, teams are figuring out how to beat them in the playoff, because it's the same thing. I feel like,
but that's when it counts.
Exactly. I feel like Notre Dame was like, all right, we're going to see how Mississippi State beat them. Like, we're going to watch, and we're going to do that exact same thing. And I just think, like, in order to beat them, like, you have to be more aggressive than them.
I don't know. I think that their dynasty may be kind of coming to
You think
close.
So? I don't.
Just because they're, like you said, people are starting to figure them out. People are starting to see how they play. And granted, they usually do get the top recruits. But I think that other schools now are training their girls to be the type of players that can beat UConn. That's what it's the team. They're the team to beat, but I think they're about to start getting beaten a lot more often.
And then I think, like, as far as the UConn team that I watch, they're always going to be amazing. I'm always going to love them as a team. I think that they are the most dominating team, like dominating women's basketball organization, but it's just like, I don't know. These group of girls are different than what I'm used to watching UConn. Like, you know, like you have Diana Taurasi, and then after Diana Taurasi era, it was the Maya Moore era. Like, you know, and I feel like Maya Moore had Diana Taurasi to, like, you know, okay, that's what just came after. And then after that, you know, like you had like Kalina Mosqueda Lewis. And then like now I feel like it's just like,
Who's gonna be the next?
And is there gonna be a next? Because they're not winning any championships. But there was a drought before. There was a drought before. Maybe they'll start rebuilding.
Maybe. So last week was Major League Baseball opening day. Major League Baseball season has started.
Spring is here. That's what it means.
Spring is here. My allergies are acting up. That's how I know.
That's what it means.
So we'll start off with the Nationals' very own Bryce Harper. A fan, a heckler, shouted at him that he was overrated. And you know how he responded? With a home run.
Bryce Harper, high in the air, deep center. See you later.
He said, all right.
I just think that is so special. That is like really how to shut the haters up. Like, you're not going to be able to sit here and just say whatever you want because you know what I'm going to be able to prove. And I think hopefully the Nationals can break the Washington curse this year and make it to playoffs and actually do well in the playoffs. They've made it to the playoffs these past couple times. So, like, I think that they can make it, honestly, or the Orioles. I'm down for the Orioles, too. I don't really, like, have
but they like the
baseball
cousin.
team. Yeah, they're like cousins. So, I'll root for Adam Jones with the Orioles. I'll root for Bryce Harper with the Nationals, and we'll see what it's about. But the Yankees,
they are like old. I don't want to do too much, but they are like exciting.
Yeah, I mean, they have some playmakers. They really do. Yeah. Giancarlo's first at bat as a Yankee, he hit a home run. If that's not any way to show that this is your team now, and you're about to make it do what it do here now,
and I deserve that money.
Oh yeah,
that's what I feel like. That's the statement they made. Like, I'm in New York, talking about how much money I'm making. I deserve it. Don't try to play a boy.
Oh yeah, I mean, the Yankees are pegged to have the most home runs of any team this season. Like, together they had 117 home runs in 2017. If that is any, like, example of what they're going to do for the Yankees this year, I'm excited. I'm just excited to watch them. So you see who I'm repping today.
Of course. Let's get into it, Courtney. Let's talk about it.
Saturday night, my man's John Wall came back, made his appearance. 15 points, 14 assists. He was balling. I'm happy to have him back.
Hopefully it'll be enough.
Hey, well, they secured
They did. Let's give them their props.
They secured their spots in the playoffs. Did they lose, like, the very next day? Yes. But that's not what's important here because they're in the playoffs.
What was actually pretty impressive about his return was that he was out for like 2 months. And he came back like straight. Because sometimes it takes like players like
a few games to kind of get into the group.
The type of player that John Wall is, he's like, I'm gonna leave it all on the floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it.
Especially all the stuff that was going on with the team.
And a lot of people actually are saying that, like, the team seemed like they weren't really happy to have him back on Saturday, which I think is a little wild because I think that no matter, even though all the stuff they went through with Twitter and with people having their emotions like people are going to have, I think that ultimately everyone in the Wizards organization is happy to have John Wall back because a healthy John Wall is a healthy and better Wizards team. Anyone that doesn't believe that is crazy.
And I think as far as the Wizards as a team with him on the floor, of course they're better, but I mean, he had 26 and 11. Bill had 22. John Wall had 15 and 14. Like, that is that's how they're going to. They need everybody's help. It's not just John Wall's team. It's John Wall's team, but it's not just him.
John Wall makes people better because, I do not like Gortat. I'm not a Gortat fan. He made Gortat better, like, on Saturday. There were just things that you weren't seeing out of the Wizards while he was gone that I think you're seeing now. And I'm happy to have him back. I think he is very vital. So, Rockets, they set the single-season three-point record on Sunday against the Spurs.
Didn't really matter because they lost, but okay. I can see it happening already with them. Like, I can see it. I don't know.
You think Mr. MVP is going to show up in the playoffs?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I mean, I think he's going to show up. I just feel like something's gonna go wrong.
I really hope he does redeem himself.
That, and then you gotta think about, like, every time Chris Paul is playing, I I do the because I don't want him to, like, get hurt. Yeah, every time he's on the floor, I'm like, and he, like, hits the floor, I'm like, oh my gosh, please get up. Because if he's done, that's it. Like, you can forget about the Rockets.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't think James Harden could carry that team?
He hasn't.
Oh.
So, I mean, the proof is in the pudding.
So we have more record breaking this past weekend. LeBron James broke Michael Jordan's record with 867 consecutive games with double digits. Here is his interview talking about how that feels.
Tonight you passed Michael Jordan, 867 consecutive double-figure scoring games. What does it mean to you to break Michael Jordan's mark?
I think for me, anytime I'm in the same breath as the greats of this game, it's just very humbling knowing where I come from. I grew up 30 minutes south of here. where the statistics were not for us and for me. So, for me to continue to be an inspiration to the youth and do what I do on the floor, it means a lot for me in that sense.
Honestly, I think it's pretty lit. I'm happy for him. I think that that's a pretty cool record to break. And I think that that's something.
I'm not too, it's 10 points. I mean, if you're a player like LeBron James, even
you need to be scoring 10 points.
You can score 10 points on foul shots. Like, you know what I mean? And then I just think as far as anything that has to do with Michael Jordan, it doesn't matter if it's like, oh, he passed Michael Jordan and like
number of times he
number of times he tripped. I just feel like they're just adding on to the Michael Jordan and LeBron James comparison. Like, another gold ticket to put on his, another award. And then at the end of it all, that's how they're going to do the matchup. Like, oh, no, he passed Jordan with the most consecutive games to ever score double digit. It's just like, it's just so pointless.
But I feel like in the grand scheme of basketball and of all the players, of all the teams of basketball, there just aren't a lot of basketball players that even score double digits, that don't even get 10.
But LeBron James?
Okay, yes, LeBron James, and yes, this is kind of them pitting him against Michael Jordan like they love to do, like everyone loves to do. But I think in the grand scheme of life, that's a pretty cool record to break. It's a pretty cool record to set in the first place because in the grand scheme of basketball, not a lot of players even get 10 points in a game.
I mean, it's cool. Like,
So who do you think has the most postseason pressure?
I have to say, it's a number of variables. So if Steph is not back for the playoffs, maybe second round. If he's not back by maybe the Western Conference Finals, Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, because it's like, now you have to do it. You came to the super team. Now the super team is not as super.
And it's falling apart. It's breaking down.
It's breaking down. Like, now let's see.
So
did you really? Right? Exactly. Let's see. I mean, you did what you did. I mean, last year finals he averaged 35. So it's like
he's gonna jump ship after the season's over.
So it's like this is a really big, because if he lays a goose egg,
I don't see KD.
Not a goose egg, but he has to carry this team.
I think. Oh, this is kind of tough.
It's a lot of variables.
You know what? I'll say LeBron.
Why does LeBron James always have pressure?
I think he has pressure because he's got a brand new team. Like everyone, that team literally changed halfway through the season, and that's why I think that he has a lot of pressure because people want to see. People give LeBron no excuses. You have no excuses. You have no excuses as his new team. You have no excuses that so-and-so was hurt. You're LeBron. You're supposed to be in the finals. You're supposed to win. So that's why I'm saying that I think he still has pressure. On to the NFL. We've got some drama going on with Gronk. He said he only gonna play for the Patriots if Tom Brady stays.
Yeah, and that was like, ooh. Like, I heard that, and I was just like...
I always knew that. When it's going to be a sad day for the Patriots when Belichick, Brady, and Gronk, because they're all leaving at the same time.
You think so?
When they leave, yes.
I don't think they're leaving at the same time.
Yes.
I think they're waiting for...
that Belichick and Brady have some kind of deal going on that they're going to leave together.
So you think this is all a, act?
What do you mean is an act?
Belichick and Brady are not... They're
talking right now, but no, I think that they know that they work well together. And I don't think any of them want to tarnish their...
So who's the villain? What are they leaving from? Are they leaving from Robert Kraft?
I'm
just saying, what?
Robert Kraft is slightly the issue. But I think it's just the fact that Tom Brady is old.
No, I get it.
And that Bill Belichick is old. So I think that they figured out that I don't think they want to tarnish their dynasty, because I think that Tom Brady is going to start to realize when he's regressing, because we haven't seen it yet. Although they did lose Super Bowl, it wasn't like it was a shutout. It wasn't like it was like he didn't show up. So I think, and I've been said this, that Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, they have some kind of agreement that they're going to leave together.
That make?
That makes a lot of sense.
So they're gonna leave together because Tom Brady is like...
Chanel, if you were my coach And we've been rocking with each other for 10 years.
Yeah.
And we got so many rings together. I'm not about to feel like having to go learn some new coach and some new way that he's doing
So
things.
why aren't you staying?
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. They're gonna stay.
But I'm
They're
just saying,
gonna
why
stay.
leave?
They're
Why-
gonna stay in New England because people are getting old.
But if you don't think Tom Brady, and first of all, I don't think Tom Brady would leave with Belichick. First of all, the guy tossed his trainer out. Number one.
All right, you want to bet me that
Number
they
two.
retire to say that they retire after?
Retire, that's different.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But
When
I
I say
think they-
leave, I'm saying they will both retire. If Belichick leaves and it's just Tom Brady in New England, he's not going to be the Tom Brady that we all know and love.
I mean, but
if Brady leaves and Belichick is coaching anew, whether it be Garoppolo, who's in San Francisco now, or quarterback X, you're not going to have the same thing that you had working.
But
with
I feel
Tom
like
Brady.
I feel like the way that Belichick is, he's not the type of person. Oh, okay, my dynasty is gonna. I'm okay with my dynasty revolving around Tom Brady. This one
They
because
revolve around each other.
But I don't.
They don't
for
work
Tom Brady.
without each
For
other.
Tom Brady, that might be okay. But for Belichick, because if you're Belichick, why did you make all those moves like a few months ago? Like why are you doing stuff to make Tom Brady mad if you guys work so well together?
Because I think at the end of the day, they know what matters, and what matters is winning. But you know what? I'm gonna agree and disagree.
We'll agree and
Gronk,
disagree.
where do you think he's gonna? Because teams, apparently there are like 2 teams. I was reading, it didn't disclose who the 2 teams were.
Of course it didn't.
But there are 2 teams that are interested in trading for Gronk, and I still don't think. I think that Gronk wants to be with Tom Brady.
Right.
The same way Belichick want to be with Tom Brady. But how do you feel?
I think Gronk wants to be with Tom Brady, and I think that's what makes this thing come full circle. Because it's like, what would make Gronk say that? Mm-hmm. Because there is something going on there.
Yeah.
So he's saying, "Listen, I don't know what's about to happen right now."
I'm only playing for the Patriots if it's Tom Brady.
Right. But if Tom Brady stays, I'm staying. So I want it to be known that I'm on that guy's side. So whatever side, that I want you guys to know wholeheartedly, I'm on
siding
Tom.
with my quarterback.
I'm on Tom Brady's.
All right, so on to some fun. Quavo's 27th birthday
lit.
was Monday.
Quavo?
He had
I
a
need to be his
celebrity
friend.
flag football game.
Yeah.
Let me read you down the teams real fast.
It was lit.
Like, honestly, so Team Honcho, he had 2 changes to coach. Quavo, Offset, Lil Yachty, Lil Baby, Alvin Kamara, Rich the Kid, Bradley, Roby, AJ Green, Todd Gurley, 21 Savage, Von Miller, Martavis Bryant, and Big Twan. Team Julio Jones was a coach and a player. He had Cliff Averill, Jacquees. He's like my height. But Ezekiel Elliott, Josh Norman, Brandon LaFell, Wife and Lucci, Trouble, OG Parker, Martellus Bennett, Marshawn Lattimore, Lance Limbrick, Mohamed Sanu, and Deontay Hitchcock. He had it up for his 27th
I'm about to say,
birthday.
he had celebrities as far as like entertainment, like musicians, and he had athletes.
players.
But he had the players, like he didn't have like
B-League,
Yeah.
second string.
No,
he
he
had starters.
Yeah.
Which, like, kind of, I mean, granted, it was flag football, but that still, like,
I said that.
stresses me
I said
out.
that.
Still stresses
But it was
me
flag
out.
football. That's what made it.
Okay. But that still stresses me out. Zeke ended the game with a touchdown,
Yeah.
and then he dunked the ball into the
so extra.
field goal. And, like, I'm happy for him. I'm happy to see him cooking. I'm happy to see him getting back to his old self.
Right.
He's going to come back this season strong, tearing it up. So, on to tee him up. I'm teeing up Marcus Morris with Celtics. So he got ejected in the last 10
saw
seconds
that.
of the game. And
Right when I saw that, I was like, I said, we team you up.
ejected him. He grabbed his butt. And like, I mean, I was just a little perplexed. Like, I get like the butt smacking, but like this was like kind of like a grasp. But I was just like, you're already ejected. Why are you making it worse?
But it's like, why do that? Because like, you don't know how that ref felt.
Right.
Like, I mean, what if it was like, of course you won't do that if it was like a woman.
Right.
But whatever. But still, like, respect people's body. Like, that's not funny.
It wasn't funny. And honestly, like, he's lucky he's not getting fined for it.
He should absolutely get fined for that.
I wouldn't be surprised if I see a fine come out.
He should absolutely get fined for
that.
that.
You better be guarding me, because if he guard me, it's barbecue chicken.
All right. So you come to the end of the show. You already know what we're about to do. We're about to start up that 2-minute drill.
And we are going to do it in 2 minutes this time.
We did it in 2 minutes last.
No, we stopped. We didn't get through the list.
Cut my last.
But we're not going to cut anybody's.
All right. No timeouts. No stoppages. You got it? You ready?
Ready.
3, 2.
All right. Kuzma's trash talk. Barbecue chicken. Okay, Kuz. Okay, I see you.
I think it's hilarious. Honestly, he's one of the best trash talkers I'm seeing out there every day on Instagram, Twitter, all of it. I'm loving his interaction with LiAngelo. I'm loving his
energy.
All of it. All right, Gordon Hayward is jogging on his own. How we feel about that? Is he coming back?
It was a nice little soft jog. They really hyped it up. Before I saw it, I was like, So no, I don't think he'll be back. And Brad Stevens is not. He's not here for it.
Yeah.
So I don't think he'll be back.
Yeah.
So Odell Beckham, do you think that the Giants are going to trade him? What's going on? Are they just being?
So I think at this point, I don't even know where he really wants to stay. He's mentioned about going to the Rams, creating even more of a super team than what they're already developing. But honestly, I think that the Giants kind of have to figure out. A lot of people are looking at him. A lot of people think that he's going to be overpaid. That wherever he goes, he's not going to be able to produce the same way he was. Saw a video on Instagram of him sprinting full-fledged. So I guess
all your problems, nobody wants you.
Right. 80s shaved brow. April Fool.
First of all, I thought it was serious. First of all, he played yourself. Congratulations, you played yourself. I said, oh my god. Yeah, and then he said, April Fool's. I was like, no, you're the fool. All right, next. Isaiah P to compete in the Paralympics. What do you think?
Okay, so back in 2016, he got his left leg amputated after being in a really bad car accident. And he did an interview with TMZ pretty much saying that he wants to compete in the Paralympics. In high school, he ran track. He ran the 400 meter. That was his event. And that's something that he's looking forward to doing and that he wants to compete as much as he can. All right, the Sixers without Embiid. What we got?
Can Ben Simmons carry the team? I think he can carry the team because he's Rookie of the Year. It's not fair, but I think Ben Simmons can do it. He can carry it, but you need Embiid.
Hey, we did it.
We did it.
Oh, now I want to beat all late.
I beat before, no?
It didn't beat.
Oh.
It didn't beat.
I was all nervous,
All right, y'all. That was our show. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all of it. Everything. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. I am CBSmitty94.
And I'm DeCoco Chanel on Twitter and Instagram.
And our show's Instagram and Twitter is @down_2 The Wire _. So follow us, all of that. Hope you guys enjoyed the show.
See ya.
901 Shelby Drive, look alive, look alive. Came up on this side, now they on the other side.